a very pleasure to have already two things that we can celebrate today. And for me, it's really a pleasure to give some welcoming words to a very important, very nice person, and to an event which we really should celebrate, and which was forecasted for 2 years already, as I learned. But as I said before, if it would have taken place 2 years before, I wouldn't have the option to celebrate it with you. So I'm a little bit happy that we are together today. Chemistry is irreplaceable and indispensable. It is one of the reasons why we are able to wear, for example, colorful, fragrant ordered clothing, or take an aspirin when we have a headache after getting a party, for example, or enjoy warm, insulated homes in the winter, which I really hope we will have the next winter as well. Nearly all tangible material products in our everyday lives are the result of a chemical reaction performed by humans. Without these chemical processes and products in our daily life, the world would come to a halt. This must be prevented, above all, through a conscientious and responsible use of chemistry. To assume social responsibility in technological fields and scientific disciplines, so we also require the right kind of chemistry. And before we already discussed what is green chemistry, can you really say it? And I learned, no, you cannot just simply say this is green, because there are so many parts of green chemistry that it's not explained by 1 or 2 words, and especially not by me. Okay, to this end, a sustainable perspective for chemistry is needed, one we use to consistently orient our efforts. After all, the majority of all chemical manufactured products are still derived from fossil fuels. We cannot simply program an app that will create a sustainable material future for us from nothing. We must also adopt a green perspective in chemistry and learn from nature. We especially need to further understand and investigate essential basic principles. This calls for a chemistry revolution in nearly all social, commercial, and technical fields. And as you all know, the Technische University Berlin is a good place to start a revolution, as I learned all of you. However, in order to assume responsibility and to pursue this sustainable resource-saving change, people are needed who also consistently live and model these changes. And one such person is you, Professor Warner. And Professor Warner, the 12 principles of green chemistry you formulated represent a milestone in the natural sciences. It is only fitting to you that together with Paul and Estes, you were awarded the August Wilhelm von Hoffmann Medal from the Gesellschaft Deutscher Chemiker on the 1st of September 2022. These findings, as you already told me, do not already represent a sustainable solution, a complete sustainable invention, or even sustainable products, but it's the wish to change something and to give it a try, as you just said to me 10 minutes before. And this is something we should really all take an example of Professor Warner. We have to give it a try and to have to influence whatever we can. And these are the first essential steps in the right direction towards an environmental friendly chemistry and towards a green future. This is why it is all the more important that we have gathered here today to officially present you with a certificate of your honorary professorship after several delays due to Corona and as you have to wait for me. Despite all of this, you have consistently provided us with your expertise and support over the past 2 years by giving lectures and driving research in the field of green chemistry. And I really hope that I will be part of this also in the future. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to you for this. Although many people may consider chemistry boring or picture chemists fiddling with mysterious, colorful, smoking liquids alone in the dark laboratories, you have proven of your enthusiasm for chemistry with the help of music. And this is something I really like, and I also really like our musicians, so thank you very much. When you were 16, you started a band called, which is a very nice name, The Evidence, with one of your closest friends. After this friend was unfortunately diagnosed with and died later of cancer, your fascination with chemistry was fired by the desire to contribute something to the fight against cancer. Your passion for music and fascination for chemistry continued to drive you today. As a renowned researcher and one of the co-founders of Green Chemistry, you are intimately aware, Professor Warner, that the first steps towards achieving new methods, perspectives, and innovations are often the most strenuous and difficult. And there's no denying that quite a lot of steps are needed to get to that final destination. Professor Warner, as someone who has taken countless steps out of a deep conviction to change things and shape a more sustainable world, you motivated us to join you on this path. Now and in the future, in research, teaching, and technology, and knowledge transfer. It is thanks to you, it is thanks to your help that the TU Berlin is now able to take a leading role and has been able to offer a unit lecture dedicated solely to green chemistry since winter in the semester 21-22. This have contributed to the fact that TU Berlin is the only university in the field of chemistry to continuously host a cluster of excellence. Professor Warner, as a chemist, you know which elements are needed to create a larger functioning system from individual small particles. One such example is a chemical invention factory, John Warner Center for Startups in Green Chemistry, which has also enabled TU Berlin to secure a pioneering position in technology transfer. As a member of the advisory board and an active pioneer, you have contributed to our success in investigating a total of more than 16 million together with the Berlin Senate and a new building on campus, thus making TU Berlin the first university to create the infrastructure necessary for technology transfer. TU Berlin is also the first European institution to sign the Green Chemistry Commitment, thus pledging to make the 12 principles mentioned before of green chemistry an integral part of its teaching, research, and operations. The NGO behind this commitment, Beyond, founded by you and your wife, is taking the lead in promoting a green chemistry community. Your commitment and dedication represents an unparalleled contribution to creating a sustainable, green, and environment-friendly perspective, not only for the TU Berlin, but for research worldwide. You have not simply pursued a career as a chemist. Instead, you have responded to a call. Great change does not only call for great and good technology. Most of all, it requires bold, creative, and strong leaders, as you are one of them. Professor Warner, you are an outstanding example for all of us, for me, and for the TU Berlin. On behalf of TU Berlin, I wish you every success in your position as Honorary Professor, and for your exciting and innovative research and teaching, and above all, great joy. Enjoy your chemistry, your music, and I'm very happy to hear more.